Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, Western Bay of Plenty Police are calling for witnesses of a fatal crash to come forward. A public health warning is reiterated after 5 cases of shellfish toxin poisoning, and Graham O'Grady wins the weekend's Contact Tri-Series. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old farm worker Ian Gebbett near Opotiki are urging witnesses to the fatal crash to come forward. They also want to trace the passenger of a vehicle involved in the crash who left the scene before police arrived. Mr. Gebbett was on his way to work on a motorbike at approximately 5 a.m. on Saturday the 1st of December when he was struck by a car travelling in the opposite direction. A witness has reported that the car overtook a tow truck and 3 other cars immediately prior to the crash, but only the truck driver stopped at the scene and spoke with police. The driver of the car involved in the crash also spoke with police at the scene. However, his passenger is reported to have left in a silver station wagon. Although police believe they know the identity of the passenger, they've been unable to locate him to date. Sergeant Ray Wiley says police know there are other witnesses to the crash they have not yet spoken to, and he says their evidence may be vital to the investigation and in providing answers for Ian's family. Anyone with information is asked to contact Opotiki, Whakatane or Rotorua Police. The Rotorua District Councillor, Maureen Waka, says she'll stand for re-election next year. Mrs Waka says she enjoys what she does and feels she still has more to offer our city.
Yeah, I haven't quite finished yet, and I take a lot of enjoyment out of what I do. The biggest thing I like is about when people will pick up a phone and they'll say, hey, thanks for that, you know, because they've rung up, asked me about something, I know where to go, and as other councillors do, we go and talk to someone in staff and it resolves, they get an answer, they understand why things are, and they also understand how it can be helped in their case. And I think those thank yous and those phone calls that sometimes get things on my front doorstep or the back doorstep, and they're just little gifts of people showing appreciation. And it's that extra effort that we all do around the table that actually show that with all the other work going on, you can still give a little bit more to people who are in a lot of need.
Maureen Waka says a highlight for her this year was finalising the draft district plan, which is currently up for public submissions. She says the deadline to make submissions has been extended until next March, and she's urging people to make submissions on this very important document. Toitoa Public Health Service is warning people that a health warning is in place against collecting shellfish along parts of the Bay of Plenty coastline after 5 people presented in Rotorua with symptoms of toxic shellfish poisoning. Each person affected had eaten shellfish collected from the coastline between Mount Maunganui and Papamoa. Medical Officer of Health Dr Phil Schumark says there have been reports that people have been continuing to eat shellfish and have been feeling unwell after doing so. He says the toxins can make people very ill and strongly advises against consuming shellfish from any part of the affected area. Since August this year, high levels of paralytic shellfish poison have been found in shellfish along a significant stretch of the Bay coastline. A health warning is already in place advising against the collection of shellfish from the Coromandel Peninsula south to Waihi Beach and along the Bay of Plenty coast to Whakatane Heads in the eastern Bay of Plenty. The health warning applies to all bivalve shellfish including mussels, pipi, tuatua, cockles, oysters, scallops and kina. For up-to-date information on health warnings in the Bay of Plenty, you can call 0800 221 555 or speak to the on-call health protection officer. The Rotorua Youth Centre is celebrating a successful year with an increase in staff numbers and an increase in youth using the facility. Programs Manager Rebecca Nafi says the team are looking forward to their Christmas break with a lot of work going on this year to increase the programs they offer.
Really successful ones was boot camp, military style training. We've had aerosol art, as you can see in the background here. We've had boards go up and kids sort of doing the artwork now. We've had snapshots, which is run all year long, a photography program. Kids have got jobs out of it at the end, so that was really successful. We've had, Extreme Makeover we ran this term. That was huge, and it's not quite finished yet. So they've got a big noho to go on, a week-long noho to go now, and then the big reveal at the end. So that was really interesting. Just tons. Mixed martial arts, that's always been really popular. We've got something like 80 kids turning up to it, so it's just amazing.
And we'll have more from Rebecca Nafi on the progress at the Youth Centre in tonight's City News. In sport tonight, just over 700 athletes of all ages took part in races at the weekend as part of the Contact Tri-Series and the Rotorua Half Ironman.
Well done, Andrew.
Organising team member Kate Blood says there were top triathletes taking part in the elite races, but the day offered something for every level of athlete.
Yeah, we're lucky to have some really top athletes here today. We've got Graham McGrady racing the standard distance and Sam Warren is in a team today at the sprint. So really lucky to have some good top athletes, but also we've got plenty of kids taking part later on in the day. We've got a beginners race and all sorts of people are racing today.
I think it'd be a fair comment to say too, it's not all about just winning, it's out there just doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's having fun, it's enjoying the course and the lovely area we're in at the Blue Lake and just giving it a go.
Graham O'Grady continued his winning start to the summer, taking the Contact Tri-Series, and World Age Group champion Rachel Hamill upstaged her younger competitors to win the women's race. O'Grady has been in great form this year, winning the Tin-Man race and the Taupo Half Ironman in successive weeks, and simply ran away from the opposition at the weekend. Sam Osborne finished in second. To your weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Bidvest Food Service. Tonight, cloudy, occasional rain, northerlies, an overnight low of 16. And tomorrow for Tuesday, occasional rain, humid northerlies, a high of 22 and a low of 17. The outlook forward to Wednesday, fine spell, so that's good news. A few showers though, light winds, high of 24 and a low of 15. And to the marine forecast for tomorrow, Tuesday, northerlies 15 knots, tending northwesterly 10 knots at night, waves less than half a metre, fair visibility and occasional rain. And don't forget, for program listings or to upload your videos, check out our website, and that's tvrotorua.co.nz. Coming up after the break, Alan Solomon is at the Youth Centre to talk about the year's highlights with Rebecca Nafi. Ian McDowell tells us about the Christmas Light Spectacular, and Inspector Bruce Horn has some holiday safety advice.